Welcome back to the Extra Factors. Still to come, we have your final two, plus Jedward's TV presenting debut. Yes, you heard correctly. But for now, we've got our X Factor experts. We've got Yvie, Brian, and Sunita. And finally, a man whose column has a lot of inches. It's the Sun's Gordon Smart.
Every week.
What am I going to say tomorrow? It's just ridiculous. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. OK, so Stacey has left the competition. She leaves a big hole, right?
Yeah, that sounds awful when you say that, doesn't it?
Yeah. Especially because you don't, it doesn't, but they'll still be all here tomorrow, right?
I know, but it's not the same.
So
No,
she's
it's
just
not.
going home tonight and coming back again.
To be honest, if any of them had left, I'd feel exactly the same at this point. The two finalists, good people to work with, Brian?
Oh, yeah. I love them both. Joe's just sweet as can be. He's the type of person, he comes in and he lights up the room with his smile.
Yeah.
And then Ollie, he's a dancer. So I've got to love him.
OK, Sunita, Simon really sort of got quite sensitive when he was in here about Ollie. I think he shocked himself how emotional he felt tonight.
You know what? It was last week when Ollie went through to got through to the finals, and he broke down, and you could see how much he really wanted it.
Yeah.
And I think Simon really reconnected then.
Frozen
and it was
heart
like,
started
oh my
melting.
gosh, he's frozen up. No, but just he sort of got over Daniel, and it was like, wow, I've got to just
Focus
focus
on
all
this
my
guy.
energy on Ollie. Yeah.
Gordon, you've sort of been, you know, championing Joe since the very beginning, so you must be a very happy man.
Yeah, I think Joe's going to win it, but I think Ollie's beginning to creep up, and there could be a last-minute shock, I think.
Well, if going by our
Yeah.
people's panel tonight, I think there were more Ollie voters than Joe voters.
And the response in the audience tonight as well when Ollie came on was incredible. And I'd like to know how much Ollie paid Brian for that sliding along the back move that he did with the girls tonight. How much did that cost him?
We've made a deal.
You made a deal,
I think Gordon would like to recreate that moment himself,
A
actually.
lot of them would.
What do you think about the fact that maybe the performers, the celebrity performers, sort of swayed the votes, that people were voting for the performer actually rather than the...
I would have thought Stacey would have gone through them because Michael Bublé killed it tonight.
Yeah,
He
he
gets
did.
my vote
I'm
every
so
time.
in love with my
So am I. You can't have him. He's fine.
Yeah.
And they did a kind of performance together more than the others in a way,
Yeah.
because they kind of
Yeah.
spot off each other, you know, they sang a line and they worked
you
on it
know
like
what?
that. So
But-
I think it would have been...
But then Robbie, I mean, he really got behind Ollie, didn't he? He was like, come on. I
They
mean,
were
he
like
was
mates.
campaigning.
Yeah,
totally.
And
Robbie
then
stumbled a
George.
bit, didn't he? He struggled when he came
So
on.
what are the press
Second
going to
time.
make of that tomorrow? Please tell me that it's not going to be full of that and not how glorious our finalists are.
I'm sure
Oh,
we'll
he
make...
was amazing.
I'm sure we'll make mention of Robbie's blunder, because that's twice he's been on and twice he's stumbled over his words.
He's just excited. But
But, you
then
know,
what about George Michael? Because he's just the king, isn't he?
I thought Joe outperformed
Majestic.
George Michael tonight. Is that a
Did you?
controversial thing to say?
What
I
did you
thought-
say?
Well, you're the press,
I thought
you're allowed
Joe's,
to
yeah, I
be.
thought Joe's voice carried above
yeah.
George Michael's voice at the end.
Oh, yeah, he's just
Performing
got-
on the X Factor as a celebrity, as a proper singer celebrity, is a bit of a poison chalice, it seems to be.
Yes, but
Must be
amazing.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
George
But
made
sure
nerve-wracking
it's
for all the
done.
big stars as well, because, you know, it's like doing Wembley for them. I mean, 15 million people or
know,
so.
it's
So it's
big.
not just a night out for the stars.
So tonight, what was lovely was the fact that we got to see their original auditions redone at a stage in the competition where they have grown and grown and grown. Let's just take a look at, should we go back to Joe's very first audition here? This was him performing, where did he audition? Does anybody remember?
Oh,
where
he was sweaty.
He was up there.
Where?
Where is he?
I can't remember where it was. Gosh, it seems like
Manchester.
such a long time
Might
ago.
be
So this is our first
Manchester.
performance,
Baby.
and you know he was good then. But if we take a look at him tonight,
Oh,
well, let's have a little look here. I mean, the voice is still there, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah, but the confidence is completely
Yeah,
different. Look at how
absolutely.
focused he is.
as a performer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
unbelievable. And the camera just loves him.
Somebody said to me tonight, at that moment when he was singing then, it was almost like he was performing the winner single. Because it was he was so focused and performed it beautifully. Let's take a look at Ollie's first audition. I mean, this was one of my
Ollie's first-
favourite
Yep,
auditions
I'm with you,
ever.
girl. I'm with you, girl.
I mean, he really, well, made me fall slightly in love with him, I think
Yeah,
it's fair
me
to
too.
say at this moment
I
in
just
time.
wanted to be 20.
But you can still see the fear in his eyes. And yet, if you look at tonight's performance,
Yeah. he
let's
was
have a look
just on
here.
it.
I love these stars. I mean, Yvie, vocally.
Vocally,
yeah.
he's come on incredibly, and I think we've kind of done it behind the scenes. So it's almost like, you know, he's so busy doing his performance, people don't realise how much he's grown vocally.
Yeah.
And he's really strong now, and he can carry it whatever performance he's doing.
And look at the moves there, Brian. I mean, he wasn't doing that
No,
at
he
the London
wasn't. I
audition.
mean, he had such raw talent, though, when we first
Yeah.
started. All he needed was someone to guide him and give him a little bit of confidence and make him
Yeah.
believe in what he does and put that show around him. And it's the show around him that really gives him that boost to make himself even that much better.
So what happens tomorrow? Have you already rehearsed and done everything, or have you got to be up all night?
Well, there's a bit both, I think.
Yeah,
there?
exactly.
You know, it's kind of evolving, but I think we've done a lot of it, so...
Okay. Does anybody want to tell me who they want to win? You probably don't. Gordon, we know that you want Joe.
I might change my colours here and say I want Ollie to win. Yeah.
You turncoat
just
right
to
in
be
the end.
confident.
You
Last.
sneaky little person. Okay, well, listen, thank you. You're brilliant. And Gordon, we'll see you tomorrow.
Maybe. I think I'm not on tomorrow.
Oh, you're not here tomorrow?
Sort it out. Come on, Holly.
All right, I'll sort it out. All right, listen, big round of applause for yourselves. Okay, now, as you know, earlier on, stay